Bad brokers. Restricted purchase or trading. E-Trade. Proof. Great. Ally. Public.com. Merrill Edge. IG Broker. Trade Republic. Webull. Stake. Trading 212. Neutral brokers. Restricted trading publicly. Naming their intermediary. TD Ameritrade. Revolt. Stash. Tastyworks. M1 Finance. Free Trade. Good brokers. Did not restrict trading. Fidelity. Vanguard. Wealthsimple. Schwab. Uinvest. Wells Fargo. Nordnet. Citibank. Clearinghouses. IBKR. IKBR. Apex Clearings. Where's eToro? Even on here? Oh, eToro. Horrible brokers. Restricted purchase. Yeah, so I guess this is one. This might as well be. This may as well be Robinhood. Forced stop losses. So they're horrible, apparently. So you're thinking, what's a stop loss? You know, like basically if you have a, if it goes below this point, I'll sell. But if it didn't even get to that point, they forced it to happen anyway. So they forced you to sell. Robinhood they did everything against you. Interactive brokers. So you should look this up. That's why I like Fidelity. Apparently E-Trade's bad, but I mean, DFV still has them. So that's why I at least have Fidelity. But I don't think any broker is technically that great. So I think you guys should really take a look at your broker and consider, if you're not doing the CS thing, computer share thing, at least consider maybe if you can transfer to Fidelity or one of the good brokers, maybe that's something you want to consider for yourself. I went ahead and transferred a bunch of mine to Fidelity from E-Trade just for this very reason. Because I remember that E-Trade was one of the bad brokers. And I was like, you know what? Fidelity hired a bunch of people. They're preparing for the MOAS. They already know it's coming. I'm going to jump on ship with them. So at least some of my percentages are going to be covered. That's part of their goal, If you guys got 100% of these shares, right? You got 100% of shares. Part of the way they're trying to minimize their risk is to say, well, if we can screw them, if we can screw a bunch of people that have eToro 100%, then those guys that are all in on eToro, they're out of the equation on how high the MOAS goes, right? They can only sell. So they can't buy anymore. They're screwed. But this is a part where we don't want to buy anymore. We don't even want to sell. We're not going to sell. So that's part of the problem for them. But like, let's say I have 25% in one of these. Out of my 100%, let's say I have 25 and I have 75% split, right? Well, if one of my brokers is doing that, well, then my impact is now only 25%. And I can't do if for some reason I can't do anything, whatever broker it is, that one broker screws me, and 75%, my 75% I have locked up in there, I'm screwed. Now I can't hurry up and buy because the price is in the thousands. It's at like $10,000 at this point. I can't now afford any more shares. Maybe 1 or 2 shares, but I can't go in and buy a ton of shares like I would have when it was at 185 like today, So if they do that, they lessen their impact of how the MOI is going to be. And that's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think is their last stand. Lessen the impact.